Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a very long time since my last update, so I thought it was time for me to pass some information to you, share my experience since the last time I shared a video, and of course see what the future holds. So stay tuned and I'll be right with you. Hi everyone, this is Ernest Pecounis. Thank you again for visiting my YouTube channel. It's definitely nothing spectacular, nothing that will make people want to come back. I understand that, but today I do have something to share, something that I think is very, very important these days. My stroke situation is, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It all depends. Every stroke is different. No one size fits all solutions. So I just have to take it one day at a time and hope that tomorrow will be a better day. Unfortunately, the big event that this world is dealing with is, of course, the pandemic. We all know is COVID-19. This is the word that I'm sure YouTube does not like us to use as much, but that is the reality of things. Back in January of 2021, this year, I contracted COVID. No, don't think of me as somebody who just carelessly walks around without mask, without taking necessary precautions. I did take all the necessary precautions. My wife works in a medical office, and she got it there and she brought it home. Thankfully, our son was spared and he didn't catch it. And thankfully, both my wife and I received immediate care. We're given vitamins and other medication that helped our body fight COVID-19. Unlike most cases, I did not have as intense coughing as other people report. I have drainage, chronic sinusitis, that causes my coughing every now and then. Also, I did not experience any fever, which is one of the common causes. I experienced a lot of fatigue, lots of it, and every now and then I would feel pressure in the heart area. Sometimes it would move to my respiratory system a little bit. I did not lose my breath. I did lose my smell and taste. So basically, I could eat anything, and it didn't make the slightest difference. So there was no reason for me to enjoy sweets because I could not taste them. So I could taste anything, and it was all the same. My experience with COVID lasts about 3 to 4 months. My body did not keep the antibodies for longer than that period. So if you're thinking, oh, I get COVID, now I have antibodies, don't be so sure about that because they don't last long, at least not as long as we hoped. I got my first dose of vaccine with my son. His school offered it, so we got the Pfizer vaccine. I only felt, a little sore on my right arm where I get the vaccine. The second dose is coming on June 10th, so I hope that I'll be able to give you an upbeat update about it. The only thing I have to say is just be careful, because COVID-19 is not, as they tell you, just a flu or any of that. That rumor has been circulating around for a very long time. Some people say, oh, we got COVID, it was just a flu. Oh, we get COVID, we didn't feel anything. Just like stroke, COVID-19 can attack you in different ways. It can attack different parts of your body. It also depends what strain attacks you, how intense it was. Now, I'm not a medical expert, so please don't listen to me as if I'm somebody who can offer you an advice. But I can tell you, having felt it and being a stroke survivor, it's not as simple as I keep telling you. I had a second job in a restaurant that unfortunately I had to give up. I was hoping to go back and continue afterwards, but after COVID-19, my body got very fatigued, and going back to the restaurant would not help me at all, especially now that they have relaxed the mandate, and I don't know who to trust anymore. I don't know if I can trust people. They may say they got the vaccine and maybe they didn't get it. I don't know. You have a lot of these people out there, so take it with a grain of salt. Unfortunately, we have lost way too many people because of this pandemic, and the crisis continues. And if you are, like me, someone who suffered stroke, do not take this lightly, because this virus can attack your neurological system, and I don't know what the consequences are. Long-term effects, you can form your own opinion. Again, some people tend to make false claims, but all you have to do is just compare last year's data with this year's data and see the number of people who have died of heart diseases, tremendously higher, much higher than the previous years. So were they really heart diseases, or were they caused by this virus? Conclusion is left up to you, of course, and the only thing that I can say to you is just stay safe as much as you can, because this virus can find its way into your home. It found its way in our home, and we were very cautious. Maybe that's why my son was spared, because we took all the necessary precautions. And no, we don't wear masks inside the house, of course, but we do sanitize, and we keep a distance. If somebody coughs or sneezes and something isn't right, then we take the necessary precautions. But yes, this virus can find its way. Now, don't be scared. Being scared is not going to resolve this issue. This virus is not going to go by us being scared. We have to be strong, and we have to keep living our life, and hopefully things will go back to normal. But to those who don't think that this is important, or that this is a killer virus, well, think again, because you haven't seen anything. You've been protected by the rest of the people thus far, but you may not be protected next time. Unfortunately, people that I knew passed away because of this virus, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but all I'm asking people to do is to protect themselves and protect others until we get rid of this thing. Now back to the actual stroke recovery. Again, these days I feel a little bit more discomfort in this area, the left side. No surprise there. My sleep has not improved, unfortunately. I seem to feel a little bit discomfort. Not real discomfort per se, but I don't sleep as well as I was hoping. And after contracting COVID, that got a little bit worse, of course. My balance might have improved a little bit, and I say might because there are times when it feels like I've taken steps backwards. My appetite has not changed. Same like before. I eat, drink regularly. Take as many fluids and teas as I can. Teas kind of help, to be honest with you, but again, that depends on each person. I'll let you be the judge of what works for you and what doesn't. Lots of fluids is important, whether you have a stroke or not, but especially if you're a stroke survivor and you wish to survive for the years to come. Drinking water is the best solution. Make sure it's a good, healthy water. Don't just consume any kind of water. Sometimes you can do more damage than good. I'm just trying to think about all the things that I want to talk to you. And as you know, my videos are not edited. So whatever comes into my head, I just share it with you. And I do not sugarcoat things, or I do not alter things later. So steady progress. Had to deal with COVID-19. I feel fatigued, yes, very tired. Working from home is a good thing for me, and I have to admit that I would hate to go back to the office for that reason alone. That at least now I can adjust a few things. I can get up and take a short break without worrying that it may go against my work. When I'm at the office, it's very, very different. So I'm glad to be working from home, and hope to continue working from here. It's much healthier for me anyway. I find myself working a little bit more, but I don't care because I don't have to commute. I don't have to waste gasoline going to the office. And there's better air circulation maybe. There are other things to consider. So to conclude, I'd like to offer you a little preview of what's coming ahead. And I might have mentioned that in my previous videos. I want to deviate just a little bit from stroke-related topics, because you're coming here to get a little bit more than just some sort of a negative or neutral update. As my 2-year anniversary is coming up, I want to refocus my life on things that used to make me happy. So I will talk about other interesting things, and some of those topics may actually help you discover something new, because let's face it, as a stroke survivor, you need a hobby, or you need to re-engage yourself into what used to make you happy, what used to bring you joy. You should not give up. If you're still experiencing numbness like I am on my left side, some things are a little bit harder to accomplish, I understand, but life goes on. And if you're listening to me, either you or a loved one has suffered stroke, and it is safe to assume that you want to get back to normal as much as possible. So I will provide some additional information on hobbies and topics that may be of interest to you. I don't have much more to say. I'm sorry about it. I simply recycling what I said earlier, and I apologize for that. I want to thank you again for your viewing time. I appreciate that you're giving me your time. That's to me, it's a great gift, and I'm very appreciative of that. I wish I could give you something more than just lame updates. And I dare to ask you to subscribe if you haven't. As I said, I will talk about more things, and your subscription will simply encourage me to do a little bit more, to get out there and cover more areas. And believe me, it's going to be a variety of topics, not just one or two. So thank you very much again. I really, truly appreciate your time, and I'll see you later. Thank you very much.